Okay, one more video going back by Elmer's house again. Elmer's house, it turns out, is a historic landmark, and I met Elmer, but he wasn't dressed for me to be taking pictures of him. He said when he dies, he looks like he's about 60. He says when he dies, if his son moves into it, it will be the 7th generation that owned it. So this is probably built right when, they first settled this area. He said the wood comes from the woods around here that built it. And I got a car that wants to go by. He only owns 5 acres now. But, I might get this car to go by. Okay. He also said that his great-grandfather was Elmer Pulley. I remember seeing Elmer's name in the family tree when I was researching this family online. And he said his grandfather said that they used to call this Pulleyville because there were so many pulleys here. But anyway, this is a historic landmark now. And just going back down this road, this first house on the right, he said, used to be owned by Pulleys until recently, I guess the last 15, 20 years. Somebody else now owns it. So I have a feeling that all this land that the original Adam Pulley had ended up being subdivided amongst his children. So this used to be owned by the Pulleys, so that barn looks like they had more than one farm around here. Must have got subdivided. That must be an old barn from when the Pulleys owned it, behind the house. And another little building in the back. Looks like it's been around forever. That would have been a Pulley property. And all this land must have been the Pulleys originally. Again, there's where Jasmine lives, where her mother, Debbie Pulley, used to live. So, now Elmer did not know a lot about his family. He did not know about going back to the Revolutionary War. He did not know a lot about a lot. He did know a lot about this immediate area. He said the Pulleys had a cider mill. They used to have like 20 acres of apple trees, and they had a cider mill. They had a sawmill, which I had read about on the biographical sketch of Adam Pulley. When he came to this area, he started a sawmill. They cleared all of this land. It used to be forest. They cleared all of this land by hand. And he had a sawmill. They came here, I think, in the 1820s or something from Ohio. Oh, that's another thing Larry mentioned there, who I just visited. He said that, scratch that. I'll remember in a second. Anyway, they had a cider mill. They had a tile mill. He said the mill is gone now. I asked him about this church. He said it was there when he was a kid, and before he was a kid. He just doesn't know how many years. And they had a tile mill, a sawmill, and a cider mill. And I don't know where the mill was. He pointed down the street, so it must have been around here somewhere. But anyway, just wanted to make some more notes. Now, Elmer was not dressed. It was a Sunday morning, and he was in pajama bottoms and a shirt. So I showed him the picture of Rebecca. He does have that distinct, after all these generations, that distinct chin that you see on Rebecca Pulley. He's got it. It's right there on his face. So apparently that trait really carries on with the Pulleys. So I don't know where their mill was, down the street somewhere, but I wanted to make a few more notes after talking to Elmer.